What was it? Yeah, I think Ryan's getting it.
Yeah, we got 53%. It's gonna take 6. But we can talk to the chat. I think we're live, so everyone say hi.
Oh, we are.
Also, everyone's muted.
Haha, now my mic is even on.
1 second. 1 sec. Oh, we are. We are, in fact, live.
I'm sorry, hundreds of watchers.
Has everyone bailed on us already? Because we're very late.
You know, it's crazy. My friends haven't even texted to ask where we are. Fake fans.
That's how you can tell they really care.
It's true.
Okay, we'll do audio check. Nicole, do we sound okay?
Nicole's like, oh my god, you guys are even on? What's happening?
Okay, we sound great.
Woo!
Hooray. Yeah, I gotta mute myself because I'm right next
Yeah, I'm loud. I think everyone in this office will mimic. And it auto picked up the game. That's so powerful.
Oh, game volume needs to go down.
Yeah. I noticed. Alright, how is that?
Perfect.
Sweet. That's bearable for me, so I was like, I bet it's good. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing last levels of everything?
We're gonna do first challenge of Dr. Corvid's lab. So that will be released on the 17th. So this will we'll do the first challenge today. Next week we'll do the second challenge, and then based on time we'll kind of do a run through of the last 2 levels of Everfin, and then I was gonna say either do time for some Murok, but I think we're running out of time. So
That's fair. Alright, look at Dr. Corpus. We got a whole new planet? My gosh. This now one of these is my face. And
Why did we do that? Who did? Why?
I did not approve of this. I did not know this.
I love it. Well, can I do? I kind of want to do the me experiment.
How is there even another option other than the Ryan experiment? I mean, for Ryan specifically. Ryan it should be a mandate. You have to beat that one before you can do any other one.
Single verbal combination, all crammed into a single challenge. You have been warned. 2 minutes to kill 200 verbal. Well, I gotta do me. I'm sorry. I gotta do the me one. If we got time, I'd do another one. But I gotta see what the me one is.
I did not test this, so I genuinely don't know how this will be.
This is an early access game with a new feature that isn't released yet. No one can complain if this challenge is broken.
Especially because you don't even have to play it. If it sucks, Ryan has to deal with it.
I know. But now I'm kind of hoping that 11 waves. Oh god. I'm kind of hoping that there is a way we can sneak my face into the game.
Someone in chat I think is complaining about Ryan echoing. I believe that is Alex's mic.
Right. I will mute myself.
We all sit in the same cubicle right next to each other.
Yeah, we're in like an S Tetris shape in cubicles. It's Rachel, Alex, Ryan, me.
Oh,
I mean, I could just like my headphones. I've got a wire and I can just
yeah, yeah, we're close. But yeah, so this is Dr. Corpus Lab. Basically, you know, we've talked a lot about how we've referenced Ratchet and Clank, and there are other games that do this, but the new Ratchet and Clank also has a game mode very similar, where it has a little challenge mode, and there might be rewards for completing these challenges that will reveal when those rewards are put out there. get 0 dashes in this challenge. Oh, no. Get out here, laser, no! I only made it to wave 2. Ugh. Alright, let me try one more time. Let me try one more. Sure, and lower the game more. Sad. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank has a very similar thing, that we're kind of doing the same here. And yeah, completing these challenges might have little rewards that you can use to, you know, get some fun stuff. And it's also fun to just play really hard challenges.
Starting question, what made you decide to put this kind of feature in the game?
I don't even remember.
Mainly early access.
Yeah, mainly early access, just a thing to give people that wasn't the base game. Because, you know, action platformers, it's kind of hard. Like, not really a lot of action platformers that do early access versions. So, you know, it's kind of a little fun thing to give people. It's a, pardon the early temp art for one of our verbal combinations. Guys, and whoever this Ryan asshole is, who fucking made a douchebag challenge.
Another question. The roadmap 2.0 dropped today, which means that we've released that we're getting really close to launch. How does the team deal with the pressure of the imminent launch? How are you guys all feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, we got a good amount of stuff to finish, but honestly, not anything I think that I'm too worried about us getting done. I think every single game studio that I've ever heard of when they release a game ends with, oh man, there was like 8 more things I wanted to release as part of that, and I think we'll hit that same thing. But
we're really lucky though here because there's like a culture of you have to do good project management, or else, right? You're not failing if you don't do stuff like on time. You're failing if you set a bad schedule, right? So we get to like crunch time for a lot of other studios, and we're just going to be busier during our normal work week, right? As opposed to everyone's working 80 hours a week for 3 months. We don't do that.
yeah.
Right? If we do that, we failed at our good project management thing. And so, honestly, as much as I really love to rag on people, I have to give Rachel some credit here. She is the PM. She's been doing a great job at, like, you know, being like, no, that feature doesn't fit in our timeline. You can't do it. And so we don't give ourselves a bunch of like development debt that we can't pay off at the end of our schedule. So
Hey.
it's really nice.
Give us some credit too. There's a ton of features that Rachel said we're not allowed to do that we did anyways, and we still finished them in time.
Yeah. You don't understand though. I've really had to learn the word no, and it's so hard to say because your guys' ideas, I will admit, are really good. So it was hard not to.
You
but
see this right here? You know how many times I got told no, we don't have time to do this, and I just put it in. It's not good. That wasn't a good
I will
step.
say though, because of that, it means there was other stuff we won't get to do.
It's
Like
true.
I'm saying, we are crunching this month because you did decide to put
Yeah. It
that.
was
So
the best feature in the game.
it's a
It was good call. I
trade-off.
don't know what to tell you.
I feel like the rule should be is if Rachel says no and you're like, I'm doing it anyway, you're not allowed to do that during the work week. You have to do it on your own weekend.
Well,
So you don't hose everybody else.
listen. Luckily, it was a mostly dev feature anyway. So, and the dev has been ahead anyways. But there's sometimes where there's ideas that if the game doesn't have it, it will just be objectively worse. And you gotta put those in.
There's I shouldn't be admitting this live on a Twitch stream, but I'm gonna. Sometimes I'm like, this level, I do a lot of level work. That's like primarily what I've wound up doing the past couple of weeks. I'm like, this level really needs like a bridge that has like a particular shape. And we don't do spline meshes in Unreal just because they tend to be unresponsive and kind of difficult to work with. And so I'll be like, well, if I want it, I have to make it. And so I'll take a bunch of our existing assets into 3ds Max, and I'll kind of like kit bash it a little bit. And then I'll re-import it and get some textures assigned. And I'll just pretend that that didn't take me any time when Rachel's like, what have you been doing this week? Like, I just did some levels, it's fine. Nothing else, just levels.
As she's there just looking disappointed at it.
And again,
Could not have said this
it's
while recorded.
Wow.
That we're gonna
only-
repost on
I'm
YouTube.
only allowed to do this on time that I feel is doesn't put us in a bunch of scheduled debt.
Listen, there's also anyone who watches this will either. There's two outcomes, you know. There's the knowing that your devs may be suffering to give you a better product, in which case, hey, you're welcome. Or you're a dev and you're like, I get it. You're like, yeah. So I just add things that don't break anything else and you're good.
There's gonna be a storage tightening up pass that Robert has just signed himself up for a little bit of paying forward what the storage debt that incurs.
What can I say except you're welcome? I'm just an ordinary demigod.
We're in wave 5. I gotta say, I'm crushing it.
Dude, has anybody seen Moana 2?
No.
No, is it? Did you just watch it? Is that why you quoted it?
No, I quoted Moana 1.
I know, but it's still like a Moana type of quote. Did you not watch it?
So I've just said that we do a really good job at like making sure that we schedule our stuff so that we're not dealing with whatever schedule problems. And now I'm going to say the opposite of that. Game developers don't have time to watch movies. Like,
Well-
I haven't watched a movie all the way through from beginning to end in months.
Fair. There's also a key.
What?
I don't know. My brain won't shut off. Like, oh, you should be doing something. So I'll watch it in 30-minute chunks. It's fine.
That's horrible. That's like not. Should not watch movies like that.
Dude, I split up watching the last season of Arcane. Each episode, half of each episode a night.
Messed up.
It is messed up because all of the emotional impact of the last episode, it was in the second half of the last episode. You know, there's a lot happens in the beginning of the last episode too. But the emotional impact of the second half of the last episode was lost because it'd been 2 days between when I watched the first half and the second half. And it's still great. It's an absolute masterpiece. But I should have watched it better. That's on me.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up like the emotional impact part of just stopping stuff mid through, but damn.
Also, just a real quick thing. There's also, I'll say there's a major difference. Indie, never should you crunch. That's just true for every job and any game job. An indie studio versus a AAA, it's a lot hard. Indie studios they only live for so long anyways if they're trying their best. AAAs have no reason to crunch at all. They got enough money to do. They could make a single game for 20 years and still come out ahead. It's like when you make a game that takes a super long time and you're like, didn't make quite enough. That means the indie studio dies. A AAA studio, that means they get maybe slightly less profit margins that year.
And I really hope that the industry has learned the lesson of like Cyberpunk and arguably No Man's Sky, right? Cyberpunk's launch was, I don't think I'm saying anything that is unexpected. I love and respect all the developers at CD Projekt Red, but the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 was a mess and just an absolute train wreck. And the game is great, and it got to be that way well after launch. So I'm giving advice to people who don't need my advice. But if you're a big development studio and your devs are like, it's not ready, don't launch it yet.
Yeah.
Give them 6 months or
AAA
whatever.
CEO, I know you're watching.
Yeah.
You got nothing better to do on Wednesday at 4:37.
Then listen to some schlub on a Twitch stream
Yeah.
from an indie channel.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, I ain't make those millions and millions. Oh, wait, what were you
Who's
saying?
excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Woo! Giving it all the time. All the time.
I'm excited for Titanfall 3.
Yeah, that game they've been working on a whole lot. Gosh, also...
You're enjoying Plasma Verbal, and all of our other slime-based Verballs.
Yeah, that's cool. Just little, you know, get little hints here. Get little see some cool stuff. Alright, 2 more waves.
Another question. What has been the most fun non-capsule boss to design and build?
Oh, man. Design and build.
Are we allowed to talk about the later ones? The ones that we're working on that are after, like, Everfin?
Yeah, just don't, we don't tell them exactly what they are, but we can just tell them what they, we can tell them that the name of the planet and then the boss. I feel like there is, the boss for Bogarda is one that working on have been, the most, I don't know what we're doing with this guy, but in figuring out what we're doing with him more and more, and the more I fight him, it's also, I play this game a lot now, so it's like I'm getting to the point where the difficulty scaling on me when I'm designing things is way out of scope for what people are gonna actually want. But at least I'm very much enjoying it because it is, oh, this is the most insane, hard to keep track of, fight. Which I find fun because I think the stress of fighting things is part of the fun. Will it need to be taken back? Probably, but we're still at that design step, we're still at that. We've got the full thing made, and now is the time in every boss's life cycle where someone tells me, Ryan, stop. You need to make that 10 times easier.
Yeah, I agree. Our Bogarda boss fight's going to be interesting. It's playing at the player's level, I guess, is all I can really say to it.
Hey,
But we've been brushing it up a lot more. So
Eric pointed this thing out to me, and it's the fact that our verbal combinations have mixed assets in these tubes, and I'm looking at them, and they're kind of badass. They're kind of fucking sick. Look at this guy. Isn't that cool? It's like, hey, let's do it.
it's like a dragon obsidian tiki thing going on.
Cool god monster. It's like a
lot. Did we just not clear out the previous thing?
I have no clue, but honestly, hey, if we get enough support, go check us out in early access on Steam now. And we can afford to make DLC or sequels or anything else. This is a cool thing to try one day, is trying to make we make a mixture thing to combine 2 functionalities and start doing generative like attacks. They're not gonna be good, mind you. Don't get me wrong, because you mix some of these together, it's just gonna make craziness, but might be fun. Yes! I won the Ryan challenge. I've earned the name Ryan. Alright, we can do the actual challenge. Do you want to do quarantine or enter the inferno? Okay, no one else could hear you, but you said do the inferno. Sitting in the same office, folks. It makes it easy. Oh, I only get fire. That makes sense. Oh god, I don't even get meteor. Oh no. My safety net has been taken from me.
I know our design for all of these challenges is still kind of in progress, but it seems like, at the very least, having a just refresh what your core on each element does throughout an entire challenge would be an easy first step.
Refresh.
Just do it.
Wait, how do
Like
you...
this one's fire core completely, and then do it one that's water core, earth core.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they unlock as you grab cores.
It's partly. I think it's part of the. Usually, we made it part of the challenges. So you basically each challenge will have a different subset of cores that you will be unlocked for that specific challenge, which gives us a little bit of play around with certain, like, we know, especially internally, just different combinations that go well against different other ones, and it gives us a little bit more control over making just a little more hard challenges. But we can definitely add in a little thing that's like maybe a thing that maybe part of the challenge is that it gives you more cores over time. Is that wave?
I think our only barrier is like, don't make a challenge where you give the player too many ground-based AOE stuff and then have them fight all of our
Flying guys?
our flying guys. Yeah, that might be the only limit we actually really have.
I don't know, man. It just sounds like a really hard challenge. I think we should still do claw only challenge at some point, which is just he only spawns 2x guys, and you just have to sit here hitting them with your hand every time.
At least give turbo for that.
Alright. The turbo's so easy. I made it too strong.
Another question. Will players earn achievements for completing these challenges?
That's probably one of the things we'll hook up. I mean, achievements, the system is in, and we just have to write achievements. There's another reward that I'm not going to say that we're still hoping to give people. But if that reward doesn't get in, then definitely achievements at least will be in. And the hope is that at least both are going to be in. I think Inferno is the most subtly strong furball that I didn't even realize it was so strong. It's good, it's one of the last ones you get, so it's like, it makes sense, but it just it doesn't look like it would be as strong as it is. Anything else? Where's the... Oh, there it is.
That's gonna be a little bit anticlimactic. Just kill off a random air guy in a corner and then you just grab him. Just grab him.
Just grab him. It's like, no,
grab him.
no, he dies.
He dies.
Oh yeah, are we missing one?
Hold on, you're forgetting that when you hit one with like your verbal gun, sure you hit him with your verbal gun, but if you grab him, you eat him.
Yeah.
He's definitely dying if you grab him.
That's true.
And that's way worse.
Listen, I don't know the digestional science of Verballs, okay?
Well, listen. So when you eat a Verball, because you're creating something, and even though it might make your tummy a little bit upset, you get indigestion. That pun didn't land.
And
Nobody
I
got
didn't even
it.
know it was a pun. I thought you were just telling me a thing. You sick son of a bitch. Are you not a
Well, I suppose
There
we
he is.
we move on.
No, I found him.
Oh wait, no, you found it.
Yeah, I found him. Don't worry.
Okay.
I was tricking him. I was attacking his master, so he came to me. Alright, easy peasy. Well, that was Dr. Corbett's lab and challenges. I know we have done all of Merrick or Everfin before.
We have done it all of
I
ever?
believe so. I believe I've ran through the full thing of Everfin.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
think we
not
did the
sure
the boss.
we-
Like,
I don't recall the boss.
You don't remember boss?
Someone would say something to me about the boss, hopefully.
Okay. Alright, we'll do the boss then. I don't know how many people.
Selfish.
we
What?
got in chat.
Selfish. What can I say?
Oh, okay. No, I got Nicole. I got Nicole's.
oh, Tease Marok.
Tease Merrick. Okay, that's a little tease of Merrick.
But yeah, it's only 13 minutes left.
Huh? And we were here on time. I will do level 1. Merrick is the first world where you'll see tiles made by me. Don't know why timing mapped out that way, but it just happened to. Oh, do you remember what's the give power-ups to world thing?
Give world unlock Marok.
That's it. Is it unlocks or unlock?
Unlock. Wait. It might actually be unlocks.
Rachel, you starting me off at half life here.
You're fine. Adds to the challenge.
It's true. I am.
That was my intention all along.
I am a Ryan challenge completer.
Yes, give world unlocks,
Okay.
and then the name of the planet.
I always forget it. I don't know why. It's one of the only commands. I'm always like, oh crap. Sorry, people watching. You will not have access to these developer commands. Don't even try and remember.
I mean,
Hey,
you
I
remember
played the
them.
game. I don't try to remember.
I'm trying to remember. And you might be thinking, oh, he's just telling me that because I will have them. I can't stress enough that you literally won't even have the ability.
I think we should say the opposite. We should say, remember these codes so that when you punch them in and they don't work,
No.
you can know that that's on you.
See, the problem is that
We told you.
it's gonna be marked as a bug, and then I'm gonna have to go look at it, and I'm gonna be like, gosh, dang it, I told you. Look at my inventory. Darn these interactive tutorials.
Man, you weren't kidding about Turbo being busted. You just
Yeah, I
one
told
shot at those
you.
drill drones. What's going on? I can't even.
It's
Look at
really
you.
strong, man. The bonk.
This is one of my tiles, I think.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Gravity. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Health, please.
This is one thing that I've noticed about this game is that if you are about to die, which, you know, happens to the best of us, you can actually really pretty quickly adjust your strategy to get health back really fast.
Oh, get there. This epic launcher. Oh no! Yeah. Stop it. I do love fighting gravity guys because it's just the slow pull-in. They're just slowly getting pulled towards them. Oh, I think this is one. Yeah, this is one of my tiles. This one, I think, is Alex. This one, you?
Yeah, this one is one of mine. It went through a little bit of revisions. You had things that were too spiky here for a bit.
Oh yeah.
You can believe it.
Game dev critiques are fun. It's like, too much spike.
It looks painful, even though it's not painful at all. It just feels painful, so you gotta stop. You gotta toe it back.
I look at this and I think pain. Is that what we're going for? God, the turbo is very, very fun though. I did so old turbo used to be it would dash you forward, which was was fun because it had like the little, you could mess with it to try and get like extra distance, and there was some platforming things to it. But I do also very much enjoy the giant like fist flying out forward.
Rocket Punch.
Rocky Pound. What's a falcon-like bird? It says it's
So we'll say you're probably not going to be able to have access to this specific combination by this point in the game. Or will you?
No, you get electric.
Oh, you get electric.
Yeah.
Everything. I always offset by one. Time.
Yeah.
Hold on, you get electric on everything?
No, Mary.
Oh, okay. Duh.
Crystallized freaks. I very much enjoy this crane.
And with all of the crystals on him, I love that guy because here's a secret, a little trick about how game developers kind of like try to use as much of an asset as possible. That's actually just two assets that we kind of stuck together, and we were like, oh, there's problems with this, and then we just solved some of the problems that were with it, and suddenly we had another enemy.
Welcome to the centrifuge, Ryan. You escaped.
Yeah, I almost didn't. I was real stuck. Oh no. Dang it. Ah. Alright. Fight me! This is actually the first time I've heard the boss fight music. Or I guess in-game at least. Nate's so dope. He is so good. He's a professional music guy, so good at making music.
Literally, like, as you said that, Nicole posted about the music guy. being awesome.
Yeah, he's so good.
Damn, you died. Whoa.
Died. This game's difficult.
Ryan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's just some in the air. Can't blame me for dying. Sun was in my eye. Little brother had the controller. Actually playing on a Guitar Hero pad.
I feel like sun was in my eye was what the excuse you used for crying. Were you crying?
No. I never excuse crying.
That's what somebody who's
I'm a
crying
man.
would say.
Seems like yeah, gravity against him is not super convenient for the Bengals. The Bengal.
Heal might be good. Let's try heal. One of my favorite weapons. Yeah.
Our weapon selection, by the way, we had, I'm gonna say at least 2 meetings, not necessarily about it, but that included it, and there were like proper discussions about like how do we make this work and be clear and be navigable. I feel like we freaking knocked that out of the park.
You know, that'll be up for the players to decide.
No, if they disagree with me, they're wrong.
I would, you know, UI is a very subjective thing.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
But at least this is not the hardest thing to use. And that's something. I do think it is better than some iterations we had earlier. And I do think that, I mean, it's kind of hard when you just have, like, in the end, a game with 42 different weapons you can swap between. There's no real way to clean that up at a certain point, you know?
We did as best as I think we could be expected to.
yeah, exactly. Which is pretty good.
Maybe that's what I really mean by we knocked it out of the park. You're gonna roll up and you're gonna be like, this is a little confusing. Yeah, because there's a lot.
There's a lot. Oh my god, I got the
What are you
atom
gonna do? There's a
badge.
lot.
I collected enough atoms. I killed 180 verballs. I'm a menace.
Congrats.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, I think
2 minutes left.
yeah, we have 2 minutes left, and some things with we can't see our little our cameras. We only see yours. I don't know if it got.
Oh, hold on.
But there's only 1 minute left, so I don't know if it's worth trying to fix.
Oh, I actually do this because the literal popped out window for Discord crashed.
Oh
I
no,
had to relaunch it.
we're all
Oh,
slightly
huh?
offset now. Oh no, your UI, your overlays. Oh, gross.
There you go. Do it at the end.
No, yeah, crush me into Robert's space, please.
Hold on. Everyone, it's very important. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay.
It has a lot to say with how close I'm willing to sit to my desk versus you. Oh, come on.
It's perfect. Well, I thank my guests for showing up today.
Oh, wow. Oh, Ryan.
All right. I know. Well, this is why you don't give me OBS control. Boop. Show it back in the corner here. Well, that pretty much concludes our Verbal Wednesday. Sorry for starting a little bit late, but you still got to see some upcoming stuff, and we should be back on normal schedule, I think, next Wednesday.
Yes.
Where we'll do something. I don't fully know what yet.
When is the day? Aren't we gonna do something fun, holiday-ish, maybe?
Yeah, we're gonna do a fun Christmas themed stream, but that will be for the 18th, so not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So stay tuned.
Yeah, come by the 18th. We'll see. We'll see what
Yes.
we do. Oh, and I'm out. But yeah, go check out, if you're new, you haven't had it yet, or you haven't played it, go check out Verballs on Steam. check out the early access. You'll get the full game when it comes out, and this is probably the cheapest it'll be, or it'll stay this price. Either way, you're supporting us and showing us you're into the game. If you really don't like buying early access games, it's going to come out February
18th.
18th.
Heck yeah.
So go check us out there. Please share us to all your friends. We're a small indie studio trying to make games. It's a hard industry to like get your name out there. So we appreciate any like.
And if you've ever seen us, we love you so much.
Sure.
For even popping in for a second.
If you buy the game, I love you. Mine is harder to earn.
If you think about maybe telling one of your friends to buy the game, I love you.
I don't know.
Do more
Yeah,
though,
see?
because it would really help us. It would be huge for us. And obviously, if we get
Yeah,
some
we
real
are-
traction with the game,
No. Let him go.
Let's go.
no, we got it because it would. I actually like this game.
Is it
I
good?
know. It was just
I
funny.
tend to play indie games, but I actually like Verballs. I would play Verballs, and I'm like a AAA guy for the most part. I would play Verballs. I would
Let's
buy
go.
it.
But yeah, go check us out, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay. Bye, guys.